Welcome to another episode of the Orange Couch. It's a special episode today. We've got guests, we've got beers. We're in our facility that's being built out. Man, plumbing is, there's just a lot of cool stuff going on. So we're really excited to be talking to you today on this episode of the Orange Couch. This is Josh. I'm Phillip. We've got our guest today, Daryl. He's our part of the family. We'll tell you about his story here in a little while. And our man, Trod. Right. So, this week we wanted to do something a little bit different. We are not a big fan of the beers that we're about to try today. But I said, guys, stop being so closed-minded. Open your minds. Think about this. A lot of people like sours. So I don't know what you guys' problems are. What's your problem? Does your palate not... Your palate ugly or something? You got
everybody
ugly
has their own palate.
What's going on?
Everybody has their own palate. I just haven't developed a palate for sours yet. I give them credit because it's not an easy beer to make.
It's like a face pucker, you know?
I was going to say.
Every sip I feel like I'm getting punched in the face.
Exactly. It's like that little kid eating the lemon.
Exactly.
It's like,
What they're not now laters. What were the other little? You know what I'm talking about? Not now.
Not the Sour Patch Kids.
No.
Lemon Heads.
What were they called? You know what I'm talking about?
My God.
You unwrapped them.
Lemon Heads was one of them.
Lemon Heads was one, but
that was real tart.
I don't remember. But listen, we're gonna give sours a shot today. A true shot. We're not gonna poo-poo them. All right.
Listen, you can't do that because they take longer to make on most times. And you're dealing with Brettanomyces and a whole bunch of other stuff that takes it. Some of them would take up multiple years before it completely maturated and you can actually drink the beers.
Did you say flux capacitor?
Did he say maturated?
Hey, listen.
I
give him credit.
I feel like you're getting ready to start like writing on the chalkboard and start putting down formulas.
It's not an easy beer. In some ways, but yeah, this beer can take a lot longer to make.
That's why I like Josh.
I know, right? He brings it back down to science.
Yeah.
It needs multiple turbos.
Exactly. Yeah,
it does.
So, the most exciting part about today is we've got a guest here. We got to tell Daryl's story. Daryl is part of the family. He's been a part of the family now for a little while. But I'm gonna let Trod tell the story because I think what happened was you were actually driving one day somewhere and he offered you candy or something.
He did.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I got some candy," and then he said, "You know what? I got a shirt that might not have sleeves on it."
Right.
And you know me.
Did you actually just get in the car after that?
Listen, all he had to do was say, "Listen, I got a shirt that may not fit you and does not have sleeves." It looked like you just left the gym, Trod. So come on.
And he literally jumped in the back seat like I was driving Miss Daisy or something.
I was about to say, yeah.
I'm not your Uber driver.
Like literally, he didn't even open the door. He rolled down the window and just went in. Yeah.
Were you driving a van?
No, yeah.
With no windows.
It was a dark van with tinted windows.
Thanks for playing
And
along.
I'm not going to say there was not candy that was floating out the back door.
So the moral of the story is you really want Trod, just offer him some candy. You know what I mean? But Daryl has been a friend of ours for a while now. He's hanging out with us. He's a part of the 3 OG partnership. I was telling these guys before the podcast, we roll deep. We roll real deep. And the problem is we're all real insecure as why. We're all real insecure. We got to be surrounded. We got to be surrounded by boys all the time. We got to have our boys surrounded us all the time.
Like our entourage, real. Go to the grocery store. It's like Skippy. 5 of us.
Damn Skippy. But here's really why.
Just to buy your Coke?
I'm scared of people.
4 of us. You make sure you watch that guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay this 89 cents.
I think really what it is I'm scared of people. I just need a bodyguard at all times.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's when you put your shades on.
Right.
I was wondering where your shades were today, but you had a shades on.
Chris D'Elia is a funny comedian. He always talks about he puts his shades on. He says because his future's so bright.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He said his future's so bright he has to keep his shades on. I'm gonna steal that line.
Well, you get a lot more braver when you have people around you too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
You go to talking smack to people you wouldn't normally talk to.
I know, right?
Did you just say that?
Yeah. Trod, come here.
Yeah.
It's almost like you don't even know they're behind you, but you're gonna like talk and they're behind you, but then you turn around. Like,
that's exactly
where'd
right.
Where'd they go?
That's exactly right.
Now I'm getting a little freaked out.
Yeah.
So, I know, right?
You just take off running too.
Exactly. Yeah,
Is it too late to apologize for what I'm about to say? Oh.
Leave him hanging. But if you're not watching this and you're listening, we're in our brewery. It's being built out right now. We've got our brew house behind us. Josh does weird things with it. because he loves it so much.
That's why we got to keep the lights on.
Exactly. But
What you doing?
I'm not that awkward. But so we'll be opening up hopefully really soon, and we'll be letting you guys know when we are going to have our soft opening and our grand opening. I would be remiss not starting the podcast out with this. We have a ton of sponsors that we're going to spend about 15 minutes talking about today. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I want you to go to
It's
give me some
It's going to take 15 minutes.
Exactly. 3oddguysbrewing.com/shop to get some of the cool merch that we have. You've seen our hats, you've seen our cool shirts, stuff like that. Go to Facebook, 3 Odd Guys Brewing, THREE, Odd Guys Brewing. And do me a favor, if you're not watching this on YouTube, head on over to YouTube and hit subscribe. We love having our fans hang out on YouTube with us, and then also on Twitter and all the social channels. You can look us up.
And throw some comments in there too.
Yeah. Don't be scared.
Yeah. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
You got to see some feedback every once in a while.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, why did that guy didn't ever say anything over there?
I know, right?
Because he was in the fermenter.
Yeah, exactly. Why does
He was sleeping in there ever since the machine came here.
Exactly. Why is he hugging the fermenter? Why does Phillip wear the old dude chain every week? So, we got silly little... Ask those questions because I'm not going to tell you until you ask them.
There you go.
So, let's start out by opening this sour. Josh, would you tell us a little bit more about the process? I mean, don't you have to ferment separately? You have to brew separately. What's up with that process?
A lot of people use lactobacillus, and you can't really keep it around like where you're doing regular brewing and stuff because it can infect the other stuff. It's a whole cleaning process. There's several ways of doing kettle souring, all kinds of stuff. It's definitely a totally different process to do with that, and some of them can take up a long time. Like some examples, like lambics, farm ales, gozas, stuff like that. Berliner Weiss, a lot of people love those. But it's definitely an interesting style of beer, and it's been around for a very long time.
And they're very popular. I mean, we can sit here and talk about how we don't normally drink sours all day, but we're going to be brewing some. We're going to have to.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're very popular. People really enjoy the sours. There's like a craze right now about, drinking sours. Do you want to try the Sea Quench first, Josh, before we open the second one? Let's pass. Daryl, can you pass a little bit of that?
Puff, puff, give.
Puff, puff, give. I mean, sip, sip, give.
There you go.
So we're going to try the Sea Quench first. Now, what is the Sea Quench Ale, Josh, if you want to read the can as well when you're done pouring? Dogfish Head is one of my favorite breweries. I think they really started that craft phase, this craft wave, and they've been very successful. Tell us a little bit about it. What's it saying on the can, Josh?
It's a sour, that's session sour that's actually brewed with lime and sea salt. And actually, and it's a 4.9%.
I'll drink this before a fight.
Actually, I know, right?
You drink this.
I'll drink this to hydrate.
Yeah, just drink this, get pissed off with somebody.
That's actually pretty good.
It's actually a really good
It
beer.
is.
You don't like it?
Not a big fan.
Daryl's like, I don't like it.
Tastes
but I can say that the Lindemans, right? When we went to that Belgian restaurant, and the Lindemann guys were there, and they had their raspberry and their peach, and oh my god, that stuff was like Kool-Aid. Right?
Yeah.
It was really
I wouldn't
good.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Those are super nice guys, by the way.
What's the ABV on that? Do you know?
I don't know, 100.
Yeah. He said, I don't know. I just woke up the next day on the floor.
Yeah.
It was
I don't remember what
it's
happened.
3.5 ounces, and then I'm like, why am I?
Wait, it was taste like Kool-Aid. How did I end up on the floor?
Where are my shoes?
One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Why are my pants on the ground? What just happened?
I was at the dentist.
What just exactly?
Why are my pants on the ground?
Yeah,
Blame it on the Kool-Aid you were drinking.
I don't like this feeling.
It's 4.9%.
Yeah,
It's a really good beer.
so this is a drinkable beer in terms of ABV. So, but again, I'm not really into sours, but listen, it's not bad. It's better than I thought. I'm not puckering up as bad as I thought I would.
I'm puckering up for you.
Yeah. Well, all right. So as we move forward to talk about the next sour, we're gonna try another sour here in a minute. Today we are gonna talk about some funny stuff, and that funny stuff can be embarrassing. It can be eye-opening. It can be all kinds of things. But we're talking today about butt dials. All right, about butt dialing. We've all got experiences with it. I'll start because I've got a funny story that's not really a butt dial. It's more like somebody must have called accidentally and didn't hang up kind of thing. But we were. I came into the office one day, and you've got your traditional phone that has a little blinking red light on it, right? So I come into the office. It's probably about 7, and the light's blinking. I'm like, that's early to already have messages this morning. I always check it, every day. Check my messages and clear them out. So I'm like, all right. I hit play, and I did it on speaker. Right? Doors open, and all of a sudden, I hear 2 people on the other end having sex loud.
Whoa.
Loud. And I'm not talking about like the phone was way off. They were on top of the phone.
But
apparently.
wait, did you recognize any of the voices?
See, now
this is where it's about to get real sketchy.
Yeah,
See,
you had this phone number in your
right.
It must have been somebody you know.
Well, I was worried about it because I'm like,
Wait, could you eliminate any of the possible voices that it sound like?
First
Hold
off,
up.
It
First
was not
person-
Trod.
Hey,
no, it wasn't Trod. Yeah, it wasn't Trod.
Yeah.
It was it was some. It was hilarious though because it was the guy and the girl were as loud as possible. A lot of
Wait,
times.
did you recognize the guy and the girl voice?
No.
Because now it's about to get real.
No.
Like, hold up. Wait.
And
I know one name. I know one voice it should not be.
You know what's
Now, I'm thinking in my head real quick. Wait.
yeah.
There better not be one voice.
Listen.
I eliminated that one.
Yeah. You know what's even more weird about it? I listened to the whole thing. It was hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's where it just got real wrong.
I was
Because you
just-
couldn't pull away from it.
I was calling people in. Come here. This is hilarious. Check this out. It was about 3 minutes.
But you
I
listened
guess.
to it 6 times.
No. No.
What are you doing? And where are you listening to it?
And why are you into sexual phone calls?
Why did you just close the door? All of a sudden, they closed the blinds to the office.
No, man, it was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing. And so I called a couple people in. I'm like, please tell me you recognize this person, because if you do, we're gonna give them a lot of grief.
And then that's when that person, they just kind of fade back into the
Like,
bush.
Oh, crap,
that was
that
me.
just happened.
That was me.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
It's a good thing it wasn't a butt face dial.
Oh, FaceTime, yeah.
At least you'd have
Yeah.
clear identity at that
Yeah.
point.
And the problem is, it's never how you want to see it either. It's never pretty. You know what I mean? It's just, it's nasty.
Dude, I've gotten quite a few butt dials to the point where it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the sad part. You don't want to hang up.
Right.
Like, you just sit there like,
You're waiting for it.
You're
Like,
waiting to hear
uh-oh.
Waiting to
something.
see if they're going to talk about you.
Yeah.
wait, go ahead, say my name. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me how much you don't like me. I've been waiting on this.
I will come through that phone.
But you just get stuck in the call. You want to hit in. You, like, hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, yeah.
And you realize,
Oh, yeah.
they're not saying anything to you.
Yeah.
But they're talking to everybody else. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
going to listen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now you just get nosy.
Yeah.
Okay, you just want to hear what conversation they have. Why don't you just hang up the phone? Because this is like a soap opera all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All right, free.
It's the way these phones are nowadays, man. I get almost paranoid. Check my phone.
Me
I'm
too.
like, did I just dial
Yeah.
someone? Because it's so easy. Because some people forget they got the phone. They don't lock their phone.
Yeah.
They stick
Uh-huh.
in their pocket. Who you calling now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
3 Odd Guys.
Well, I mean, it's happened like a million times with this phone. But
Uh-oh.
it seems like every time I'm doing yard work,
Really?
it's like it happens. You know, so
What, you butt dial when you do yard work or someone calls you?
I think I'm butt dialing when I.
Okay.
It's not really my butt dialing, but it's like
Yeah.
Unless that's
the
just
touch-
the time when you
the
do
touch
it.
screen is it, you know, because I'll look down at my phone and it's like I've been in a call for 32 minutes, and it just so happens that's how long I've been cutting the grass.
Hey,
That's
wait,
hilarious.
hold up. But apparently,
And then my mom's on the other end
Yeah.
going,
And she wouldn't
"Hey,
hang
you
up."
cutting the grass?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Mom, I'm cutting the grass." And she's like, "Well, you called me." I
But
did
she's-
not call you. And it says you called me. And I said, "Mom, we've been on the phone for 32 minutes and we haven't even said a word to each other."
because I'm telling you, this is
She's
you.
just listening.
That's what I'm telling you. When people butt dial you, for some reason, you just feel like you're compelled to just sit and listen.
Yeah.
Like, your mom probably was waiting for you to say something about it, too.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to sit here until Daryl say my name. Go ahead, Daryl.
Yeah. Say something bad.
Yeah.
Say
I'm
something.
your mother, Daryl.
Yeah.
Don't you say something bad about your mama.
You're the favorite son right now.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as you say something, you just knock yourself down.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she
Yeah.
gonna sit there and listen. I'm telling you, people do that all the time because I know I do it. Just
Yeah.
I won't hang up. I just sit there waiting. Okay.
It's that voyeurism. It's that, I don't know. There's something curious about just watching people's lives and, hearing people. I don't know. It's weird, man.
What, dude? Look at MTV. MTV
Reality
is now
TV, yeah.
it's like a reality show on every channel you
crazy.
turn to.
What
now.
happened to the
Crazy.
music videos?
No,
No
that
more.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
What?
well, yeah. Just go to.
Were you even alive when music videos?
Yes, I was.
MTV hasn't played music videos in 30 years.
That's true. That's true, man.
But everybody continues to make music videos.
They
Which I
do.
don't. Where are you going to play it? Oh, go to YouTube or Vivo or whatever. It is. It's like,
I feel old now. What is it? Is it Vivo? It's not Vimeo. Vimeo's the other one.
I have no idea.
I don't either.
it's some service that you can subscribe to watch videos.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched one anyway. I mean, the only ones I ever listened to seems like the first one, which was that video killed the radio star.
There you go.
That was their first video,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Well,
so-
I tell you what. Does anybody remember the what channel was that? It was like on the when you don't have cable. It was called the jukebox.
Oh yeah.
You remember that? You
Old
remember
school.
that?
I do.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I do. I totally remember that, man. You kidding me?
The only channel I remember is the one with the line through the middle where I didn't subscribe to that channel and I was trying to figure out what that
Yeah.
was.
Oh, I just saw a butt.
I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Rewind it a little
Yeah.
bit. Wait, why are you recording a line?
Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. My friends used to have this is how a long time ago they used to have those huge dishes, those big ones, right?
Oh yeah.
And they would get those French channels or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, man, in France, they just go topless on every show or whatever."
The
So
weather
you'd see
girl is
boobs.
topless.
Yeah.
It's-
You'd
I mean,
see-
that's how you get people to keep watching.
You'd see boobs in commercials, like people
yeah.
are like, having sex and the condom. It's like you're like, what? They got boobs in like commercials
It's like-
in
it's like-
France, man.
The girl in France is like, it's raining and
Yeah.
it's cold outside,
Right.
and we know it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So I'm like, I'm moving to France, man.
Three Odd Guys.
I got a funny story about a recorded call. Dick Vitale. Everybody know who Dick Vitale is? The basketball guy, the basketball commentator. Yeah, baby. Well, you think that guy's voice is just like a joke, right? So it's not a joke. That is exactly how he talks. You want to know why? We were doing a project, and someone told him to call me to head up the project because we were going to have to travel to Tampa to his house and stuff. So I hit play on the recording because I apparently missed his call. And Dick Vitale right there on the hey, this is Dick Vitale, baby. I hear you're coming out to my house. We're gonna be recording. I'm gonna give you the address. Give me a call, baby. I swear he sounded just like
Really?
that.
That's
just like
awesome.
that. I'm like, dude. I kept that recording. That recording I kept. I'm like, I'm keeping this. Dick Vitale called
Ready to
my
blackmail
office.
Dick
He called
Vitale.
my office.
You could probably call his answering machine, and he's probably has that same.
Oh, yeah.
voice,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like this is Dickie V, baby.
Dickie V, baby. And he was like that. He's exactly how he sounded. So you think it's a game. You think that it's like a he's playing it up. No, that's him, man. That's that.
All day long.
And listen,
In the grocery store.
just hey, let me get some of that salt over there, baby. Pass it my way. I mean, he that's how he sounds, and he was the coolest guy I ever met. By the way, we went to his house and we produced some stuff, and if you can imagine his house, it's exactly how you imagine it. It was beautiful. It was like a block long, huge.
Wow.
But he came in. He was like, "Let me take you on a tour." It was such a cool dude, man. Gave us his motivational books.
Are there pictures of him on his own wall everywhere?
No,
That's
no.
what I envision.
No,
with that
no,
dude.
no.
I mean, he
was
loves
funny.
to listen to himself.
He wasn't
watch
he-
himself.
No, he wasn't that guy, man. He wasn't that guy. He was the nicest guy you've ever met, man. All right, let's crack open that second sour before we move into some more stories. So, what's the second sour of the day we got
All right,
going on here?
this is a wicked weed. It is a cherry key lime burst session sour. This one comes at 4.5%.
Oh,
And it says burst is an exploration
it's
of
pink.
fruit flavor.
This is like
Vibrant colors, fresh
champagne.
fruit, and a quenching tartness makes this session sour a vivid new beer experience.
oh.
Did you write that? That's impressive.
I wish I would have. That
Well,
was pretty good.
First off,
This here look like it's gonna be one of those because of the color.
yeah.
Before I swallow, I'm sure I'm gonna have one thought in my head because it looks like it could be super sweet
Yeah,
and almost like the Kool-Aid we just talked about.
right.
But I get the feeling once I take that first sip,
The pucker thing.
yeah, I'm gonna pucker
I'm
up
thinking.
and we're ready to punch somebody.
Yeah, probably. Don't punch me.
Who's closest?
I used to.
I'm not feeling. Now
Daryl.
I know why I'm in this seat.
Daryl, don't worry. Don't worry about it,
I
Daryl.
didn't realize I had Everlast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's the
Josh's
last
gonna
punching
get up there.
bag.
I used to
if
like
he
to
rips
get
his
punched,
shirt off, man,
but-
like you always talk
Yeah,
about. I'm
yeah,
running.
I'm
I'm
running.
gonna hit that hay baler.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, man, this
Which
is
thing?
like it's like tart fruit in a cup, man.
The thing about sours, though, do you guys recognize that they don't have as much smell? You don't get a lot of smell out of them, like when you smell them. Do you guys?
I get the smell of the same smell that I'm getting up from the taste, and
I smell.
I give
It's
them
almost
credit,
like
these
I
are
smell
hard
the
to make.
carbonation. I smell the carbonation more than anything.
Listen, I can drink this at the gym.
mm-hmm.
Telling you drink one of
This
these,
is-
you just be ready to flex and
it
just
tastes
start.
like one of your pre-workouts.
I
doesn't
know,
it?
right? Just be ready to Get all tensed up. Like, Trod, why you tense?
Does this give me the tinglies?
Here's the thing, though.
Trod is at the gym drinking key lime burst. Why is that? Is that like a pre-workout drink? No,
But here's what I can say. I can say that this tastes exactly how it is labeled.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
You could taste the cherry, the lime.
You can, yeah.
Right?
No, it does. The flavors are there for sure.
Yeah. Wicked Weed is really good
my
at brewing
gosh.
beers, man. Those guys are really
That's
good.
one of my favorite breweries when I went to Asheville.
Oh yeah,
Really
they
good.
make some amazing beers.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm out on the West Coast, again, I'm in Portland. I adapt. I get into the sours out there, West Coast sours all day long.
3 Odd Guys.
I seen a comedian on YouTube, I think it was YouTube, where he got this thing where he'll go up to people and he'll start having a conversation, and what he'll do is he'll just start saying random things to them, and then when they look over, he'll be like, "No, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone." That's been happening to me quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'll be on the phone, with my headset in my ear, and it was happening the other night when I was at this brewery. Then the bartender looked over at me and she was like, "Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone."
And you're pointing to your ear, and your nut had fallen out like 5 minutes earlier. And you're like, "I'm on the phone." Yeah. No, you're not. No, you're not. I know you're not on the phone.
You on the phone? Yeah, baby, you sexy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cute self.
You talking to me?
Yeah. No. I'm on the phone.
I'm on the phone.
I'm on the
talking
phone.
to my wife. Leave me alone. Yeah. I have a question for everybody then. So, how many people actually take their phone to the bathroom with them, sit on the toilet, and like
just you, Phillip.
read?
I don't even know where we're going
Read
with this, but
stories. You
I'll
like
never leave the bathroom.
Right, Trod.
Nobody
that's it.
does that?
Nobody does that.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I have
does
never
You're
brought
lying.
my phone to the bathroom
No.
and put him on mute as that person's talking for
Lying
10
your
straight
face off.
minutes
Does that make any-
without taking a breath.
lying your face
And
off.
I am-
Lying your face off.
Does that make it any different than when people used to put magazines in their bathroom?
No, but
Catalogs?
you're lying your damn face off. Because listen,
I may or
what
may
makes a
not go to the
difference?
bathroom playing Candy Crush.
I was about to say,
I'm gonna utilize my time wisely right now. Candy crushing it
I'm
up.
shooting emails right now.
but here's the thing: there's nothing more
Multitasking.
annoying. Yeah. There's nothing more annoying though when people do it in public. So we've got this one bathroom upstairs. I'm not going to say who it is. At work,
okay.
This one guy, I'll go in and I'll wash my hands or something, and he literally has the phone loud, watching like movies and stuff, sitting on the toilet.
Not even secretive about
Loud, not even and sometimes it's in a different language, and I'm like, dude, could you turn that down,
it.
man?
Get some
Get some
headphones.
headphones.
Dang, man.
I
Do
know, right?
something. Like
headphones.
literally watching a movie on the toilet. Don't even care.
Yeah, Steve is still upstairs.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Is he ever getting any work done?
I'm like, are you on your break or something?
Just move his desk in there.
Binge watching Netflix. Like,
He's deucing.
Well, I'm saying, what if you want make that loud so it takes away from the other sounds?
Well, maybe, but
could be. That's a good.
that's pretty good. Yeah,
right.
Like, and
Yep.
then Scarface. Okay.
Who does number 2 work for?
I'm just saying.
You tell that turd who's what.
People do it. People do it, man. People do it. And sometimes I catch myself like getting into an article or something. I'm like, I'm on the toilet reading an article. What am I doing?
Yeah. For
It's like,
30 minutes.
30. What? Angela's like, where are you at? Where are you at?
Now I'm numb.
I'm on my throne.
I'm sorry, I'm on the
Leave me
toilet.
be.
I can't get up because my legs are numb. Yeah, exactly.
you gotta stand up. You gotta stand up, stretch your legs. But you come out feeling smarter. Like I read a whole article about like a water filtration system.
No, that's
Okay.
Josh. That's Josh reading about his water.
And Trod's in there doing curls.
Yeah.
No wasted movements.
Yeah,
all right?
No
exactly.
wasted movements.
Yeah.
I'm already working on a 6-pack. All that squinching.
You want to see something? You want to see the real Trod? Go back to our last podcast last week. There were dumbbells by his actual chair, and I'm like,
And what was the
Oh, he's got
excuse?
the
Oh, my
dumbbells.
arms are sore. I had
Yeah,
to
my
work them
arms
up.
are
I had to
sore.
get
Yeah.
them back up.
Yeah.
I know, because I was out there lifting all the
equipment.
Yeah, I
We
had to
know
get it
by
off the
yourself.
truck.
We
By
heard
my-
it.
Yeah,
Solo.
man.
We heard the
Liar.
story.
Solo.
Yeah.
Liar.
We heard the
man.
story. You
Whatever.
carried it from Tampa on your back.
Exactly. Strapless. Okay.
Uphill.
I had 2 fermenters on one arm, the other with 2 on the other.
Well, I can
down
honestly
I-4.
I can honestly say this has been a good podcast. We tried some sours. We gave them a shot, but we got to wrap it up, boys. Listen, don't forget Three Odd Guys Brewing on all the social channels, THREE Odd Guys. Go to YouTube, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to go to threeoddguysbrewing.com/shop. Buy some merch. You guys have been helping us out this year when you purchase all of our gear. And by the way, the gear looks great on you. Just purchase it.
If you want to look like me, you got to get the gear that looks like me.
You can literally
wear
buy a
what I
shirt
wear.
that will make you look like Trod.
Exactly.
Literally, if you buy this shirt, I promise you, you may all of a sudden get gunned.
Then I got the wrong
Just
shirt.
saying.
I totally got the wrong shirt. I'm gonna return my shirt.
He's like, hey, I got my tickets. I got my ticket.
You want to know why, Josh? You bought the right size. Is why.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't shop at Baby Gap.
Yeah, you got to get my recommendation. You get my recommendation. With each shirt, I give you a recommended shirt size. Okay?
Trod's recommendations, extra small.
Yeah.
Every time, extra small or small?
Medium.
Medium.
all guys that go medium, all right?
Medium.
Cheers, boys.
And don't forget to check your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I've probably already been talking to my mom for 30
Don't
minutes.
be butt dialing. All right,
Yeah,
good.
drink responsibly.
Check us out. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.